So on this very English springy day in the end of May, I want to show you my very big Christmas poinsettia. It is 3.5 years old, so we got it when we moved here in Christmas 2018. And I've managed to get it red in time for Christmas every year by putting it in the dark for 14 hours a night and then back into the sunlight. Last year was really tricky because every time I moved it, it would snap little bits off. And so in the end, I just had to cover it with a blanket every night and then uncover it during the day. And that worked fine. But it never gets this red in time for Christmas. This sort of happens just around summer. So what I want to show you now is something about propagating it a different way, because I've noticed that sadly a little bit of it here has started to break. And so if I were to cut it clean off, because it's going to just die otherwise if it just sits there, I could sticky tape it back together, because that's something I've had success with other plants, as strange as that sounds, sticky taping it back together. But I'm going to actually just use it as a cutting, because when I kept breaking bits off at Christmas, in time for Christmas, it was sort of September when I started trying to get it ready to turn red for Christmas, then I tried to pot up some of the little bits that broke off, just using them like cuttings. And so I just put them into this little pot here, and they are growing. There's some that are newer bits that have snapped off, and they're getting little leaves now. And this bit is a bit bigger and has gotten sort of green leaves now as well, which I'll have to turn red in time for Christmas too. And so I'm just going to put this extra little bit that's just snapped off now, or is starting to snap off, into that pot with the others, and hopefully it will grow as well. So I've cut it here, and I just put it in some water, and I'm just going to dip it into some rooting hormone quickly and tap it, get most of it off, and then simply put it into this pot here, right there. And hopefully, usually when you do cuttings, I'd actually take off most of these little flowers, and I think I will, just to give it a chance to concentrate on rooting rather than keeping the flowers alive and everything. So I'll probably just snip them off as well. I've cut all the little flowers off, so now it looks quite sad and all the little wounds are weeping, little white sap, but it's going to be fine. They're going to grow and start having some leaves soon and everything once they heal. So I'm just going to leave them now as they are, and hopefully they will root and grow nicely.